So there's a lot of people that in my life that I do that to.
How much younger are you?
A year. You're younger than Chris.
There was only a year between the two of you.
Yeah.
So were you both doing comedy at the same time?
No, Chris, I was selling asphalt. I sold asphalt for my dad's company for a long time. And Chris was doing Second City down in Chicago. And then I decided to go down. I thought that was a lot more fun than selling asphalt.
I bet. But you must know that people are always going to compare you to your brother. How does that affect you, and what do you feel about that?
Well, I don't know. There's nothing really you can do about it, I guess. We sort of look the same.
You do?
Yeah. And so, I don't know. He made such a big impact on the comedy world that it's hard to really get away with. So I don't really, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, the whole thing with how he passed away from a drug overdose, how does that impact you now in the society with drugs being so prevalent, but you being so funny? Like, you get to take a laughing matter to things and make people feel good about something that's a real serious subject.
Yeah, it is serious. I think there's a lot of people that are having problems with opioids today.
Right.
And it's a crisis in the country. And I think that, if you can bring a little humor to it, humor always helps.
I agree.
It always helps any kind of dire situation like that. There's a lot of tragedy in a lot of people's lives, with the opioid crisis. So I think humor can really fight that, So I try to do that. I try to bring that to people when I go out on tour and stuff like that.
That's great.
And you do, definitely.
Yeah.
Try.
Now let's talk about first, you did a documentary, I Am Chris Farley?
I did both these documentaries.
You did both of these documentaries. The newest one, Anything for a Laugh.
Yeah, they wanted to do another one. I did the one before, and then they called, A&E called and said, let's do another one. I said, okay, I'll do as many as you want. I don't know, so they wanted to do this one again. So I said, okay, sure, let's try it. And they put together a really nice show. It was good. And a lot of great people like Al Franken and Tom Arnold and a lot of great people that knew Chris. So it turned out pretty good on A&E. And John Goodman, yeah.
Is it hard rehatching the memories and the feelings for you?
As the year goes by, 22 years, as time goes by, I think God gives us some sort of like protection that way. You know, when you have a little tragedy, not a little tragedy, but you have a big tragedy. And time they say time heals wounds. Right. It doesn't really go away, but it does make life a little easier. So that's how I say people are going through tragic things, like time does have that ability to sort of put a buffer in between all that.
Absolutely.